Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you a story of how I flipped a car and made over $4,000 profit in less than a week. I'm going to try and keep this story short and sweet. So let's get right to it. I was driving around in a neighborhood that was close to where I lived, and I saw this Mustang at the end of a driveway. On the windshield it said, "For sale as is," and it had a phone number on it. Now, the Mustang looked like it was in pretty rough shape, but it looked like it was more messy and dirty as opposed to rusty and, damaged body panels. So it looked like it just needed to be cleaned up. So long story short, I called this number. A guy picked up. I said, "I'm outside your house. I'm interested in the Mustang. Please come out and show it to me." He came outside. He showed me around the car. He showed me the inside of the car, the outside of the car. He showed me the engine bay, and everything looked pretty good. I noticed that the engine looked pretty clean and pretty good, but the battery terminals were super corroded. More corroded than I have ever seen battery terminals before. Okay? So I asked him, "Why is this car being sold as is?" He said, "It doesn't start, and I don't want to go through the trouble of figuring out what the problem is, so I'm just selling it as is." So I said, "Okay, I'm interested in this car. What is your selling price?" He said he didn't have a selling price, and he said to make him an offer. So what I did was I figured in my head what was the amount that I wanted to pay. I figured that I wanted to pay about $800 because I knew that I could at least remove the rims and the tires from the car, and I could probably sell the rims and the tires for $800 because they were in pretty good condition. So I knew that I could recoup my cost like that at the very minimal. So I said that I wanted to go a little bit lower with my offer because I expected him to bargain. So I said, "I'll give you $500 and I'll have the money to you within 15 minutes because I knew that there was a bank nearby." He said, "Sure." I said in my head, "I'm getting this car for $500. It's a Mustang GT. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but it was a Mustang GT with a 5-liter engine. Okay. He said, "Okay." I literally went quickly to the bank because I didn't want him to change his mind because I was getting such a good deal on this car. Went to the bank, got the $500, brought it to him. He gave me the ownership, signed it over. I went to the Ministry of Transportation, got the ownership changed, got temporary insurance so I could transport the car to my house legally. And in the process of going to the Ministry of Transportation, I called my buddy and I said, "Can you give me a hand pushing this car to my house? We only need to go through side streets and it'll only take us maybe 20 minutes to half an hour to push it to my house." I knew that if I got the car towed, it would eat into my profits. My buddy helped me push it to my house. I brought it to my house and I said, "I need to decide if I want to try and get this car running or if I want to part it out and just earn a profit from selling all the parts." But I said, "Let me just try and get it running first." So, took the battery terminals off, cleaned the battery posts, used my multimeter to do a few tests, and gave the car a boost, and the car started up and started running. Okay, it was really low on oil, so I added some more oil, but the car ran pretty nicely and it sounded beautiful with the 5-liter engine, and I knew that would be one of the selling features that I would outline. So I literally just bought this running Mustang GT for $500 with a 5-liter engine in it. Now the battery itself wasn't good at all, so I replaced the battery and the car started and ran perfectly every time that I tried. I listed the car online. I outlined all of the features. I cleaned it up. It took me about a day to replace the battery, clean it up, do all of the tests that I wanted to do, and I sold the car for $5,000. Okay, to a local buyer, someone that actually lived in a neighborhood that was about a 25-minute drive away. So this person wasn't that far from where I lived either. So literally, that all took less than a week. Okay, everything from start to finish, from finding the car to selling the car and passing it on, literally it took less than a week and I made over $4,000 profit. I bought the car for $500. I put a little bit of elbow grease into it with regards to a little bit of labor. I replaced the battery. It cost me about $120 and I sold it for $5,000. So I literally made over $4,000 profit on this Mustang GT. It was an awesome purchase. It was an awesome flip. Now here's the thing. I did get lucky lucky in the sense that I saw this Mustang GT before anyone else did, and I saw the potential problem, behind it not starting, and I had a plan that if it still didn't start, I knew what I would do to part out the car and still earn a profit. So it was a little bit of luck, but it was also a little bit of hard work and dedication, because you have to be willing to work hard if you want to make money. You have to be willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do. Most people would see that car, see that it doesn't start, and say, you know what, it's okay, I'm just going to pass on it. I'll flip a car that's easier to flip. But I took a chance, I took a little risk and a chance, and it earned me a lot of profit. So that's basically my story of flipping a car and making over $4,000 in less than a week. Okay, it's literally that simple. If you want to do the same, you can do it. Search out for some good deals. Do some research for, doing basic car replacement and basic car maintenance by yourself, so you don't have to pay anyone and eat into your profits. Do things like push the car to your house instead of getting it towed, as long as that's legal to do where you live. And you can earn some serious money flipping cars if you put your effort and your dedication into doing it. And that's basically it. I just wanted to share this story with you, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.